Michael Jordan, Cleveland is looking to start the game with Winston Bennett on MJ.
And then they like to end it, Coach, with Craig Ehlo guarding him. The idea behind that, to me, is start Bennett on him, and then hopefully Craig Ehlo is fresh down the stretch.
A true anchor. Cartwright shows quick reflexes to come away with that block.
For the Bulls, Bill Cartwright has struggled coming back from a knee injury. In the 9 games since his return, the big fella is just averaging 9 points per game.
And the Bulls really need Cartwright to provide some offense. Look for Chicago to give him some touches early in the game to try and get him going.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
Price with the ball. Now guarded by Jordan. Jordy with the bucket.
While the Cavs have lost every meeting with Chicago this year, Mark Price has been excellent against the Bulls.
He sure has been, Coach. 16 points, 15 assists in 1 game. 5 days ago in Chicago, Price had 25 points and 8 assists. The Cavs point guard clearly leading the way for his team.
Well, Michael Jordan on a historic pace. And for more, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Michael Jordan is well on his way to a 4th straight scoring title. With 14 games left, including tonight, Jordan's averaging more than 33 points per game, giving him a more than 2-point lead over Utah's Karl Malone. The only other player to lead the league 4 straight seasons, the great Wilt Chamberlain. Back to you, Kevin.
That's some good history right there, David. Thank you. MJ is a special player. He's a great scorer. Mike, look at his game. Tell me why.
This might not be the first thing you think of, but his conditioning has a lot to do with it. MJ just never gets tired. He can carry a team.
I've never seen anything like it. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA, Clark, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Leading the league at 41%. They also are #1 in attempts and in three-point shots made.
And you know, Kevin, the injury to Brad Daugherty, I think, forced Cleveland into becoming a more focused team from the three-point line. Guys like Price and Craig Ehlo, Steve Kerr, all shooting it well. That's Mark Price, for those wondering.
That's right. Ehlo outside. Pass to Bennett. There's the double team with Pippen. Poked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Cleveland ball. Nance passes to Bennett. Daugherty dishes to Price. Just 4 to shoot. Nance, no good. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Levitated in the air, double pumped it, then threw it down. Wow.
Whoa, I know it. The D just got out of the way, Clark, and let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. And did he make it?
And what a beautiful move he used. For the Bulls tonight, it's slim pickings at the guard position. Craig Hodges, Michael Jordan's backup, is out tonight.
So that leaves Michael Jordan, John Paxson, B.J. Armstrong in the backcourt for the Bulls. That's it. Putting even more pressure on Jordan, and my guess is he's going to rise to the challenge like he does most of the time.
Cleveland fans looking nervous as Jordan is finding his groove early on.
Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Daugherty with the bucket.
Terrific to see Brad Daugherty in the starting lineup. He has struggled through injuries this year, so glad to see the big fella healthy and starting.
An all-star the previous 2 seasons, Brad's health is so important for Cleveland.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Ehlo outside. On the wing. They get it back.
Good hustle that time by Nance to rescue the play, getting in there for the board, and then putting it back with no hesitation.
Here's Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jordan's got 11.
I think this is how you get yourself going sometimes. Attack the rim.
He knows what he's doing. No signs of complacency early.
Pass to Bennett. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Not sure who he was looking for there. I know the third row definitely wasn't expecting a pass.
Williams, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. B.J. Armstrong's checked in for the Bulls. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Grant. And that's 13 points for Michael Jordan.
These two teams met in Chicago 5 days ago. The Bulls winning 102-95. MJ with 41 points on 32 shot attempts. Horace Grant had a double-double.
And you know, Coach, Scottie Pippen chipped in with 9 assists as well. Mark Price was excellent for the Cavs in the losing effort. 25 points, 8 dimes. I think the Cavs are going to need more from everybody else tonight.
Listen, you either double Jordan now or you're going to pay for it later.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
They simply have no answer for him right now, and he's making them pay dearly for it.
A different look now for Cleveland. Collins checked in for Doherty. Brown comes in for Nance, and Steve Kerr subbed in for Price. On the wing, Brown, defended by Pippen. Brown the pass to Rollins. Inside, Williams, and he converts the layup.
They don't hesitate when they get their opportunity to punch it inside.
The Bulls leading by 5. Jordan way outside. To the inside, passes it to Kerr. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Michael Jordan again from deep. Jordan's got 18 points in the game.
Chicago made a coaching change in the offseason, promoting Phil Jackson from assistant to head coach.
The goal for Jackson is simple. Get this Bulls team to the finals. Win a title.
Here's Elo. Oh, good with the triple. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Grant trying to break free. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 20 points.
They've been the aggressors right from the start, asserting themselves from the very beginning.
Yeah, they're setting the tone, and they're doing it on both ends of the floor.
Armstrong against Kerr. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Things going from bad to worse. Trailing big and sloppy turnovers like that one, not helping things.
And here's Jordan outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Jordan's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bulls.
From the tip, this team has flexed its muscles and shown its dominance.
What a start, particularly on the offensive end.
No good, shot missing. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Chicago. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to Richfield, Ohio, just a bit south of Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Kevin Harlan, Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge here. We're set for the start of the second quarter between the Cavs and Bulls. It's a big matchup in the Central Division.
Opening night for both of these teams in Chicago, Michael Jordan went off for 54 points. An overtime win for the Bulls.
We've seen Jordan go to work on his three-point shooting, and the improvement very evident here tonight.
The headline of the Cleveland Sports page, Mission Impossible. Elo to try to ground Air Jordan. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, you can bet that Michael Jordan read that as well. He's quoted in the article as saying, Craig Elo is a very good defender, and I accept him as a challenge. Now, the backstory, of course, is that Elo was a minor league player just 3 years ago. Now, he signed a new contract here in Cleveland, and his defense was a big reason why. But, you know, Jordan's going to bring something extra tonight. Kevin?
He always does. David, thank you for that. Mike, the Cavs coaches probably wish they ran that story on another day.
I mean, did they have to run that article today? Let's be clear. As good as Elo is, no one is stopping Michael Jordan when he's on. Sorry, Greg.
Williams is out there with Doherty. Then there's Price. Then there's Brown. And it's Elo in at the two-guard spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
Michael Jordan.
And Clark, that 54-point outburst for Michael, a season high for the all-world guard.
Kevin seems like he just has the Cavs number. I mean, he also had those 41 points 5 days ago against Cleveland. MJ slept real well last night in anticipation of this one.
He must have. Boy, he gets ready to play him, doesn't he?
Yep. Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
And the defense continues to not be up to the challenge.
An excellent job by the Bulls, Clark, so far on defense. They've limited the Cavs' three-point shooting game.
With Jordan and Pippen defending the perimeter, hard to get good looks. The Bulls are not an easy team to knock down threes on.
Not at all. That one good for two.
He's been a reliable offensive option, currently maintaining an impressive field goal percentage in this game.
Knocked loose. And now the Bulls on the break. And then slammed in by Jordan.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
From deep three-point range. And for the ball out of bounds. Jordan touches it back. And Cleveland making a change here. Nance is checked in. Horace Grant, he's checked in for the Bull. Timeout called the Cavaliers. We see Michael Jordan really having a great game.
They need to use this timeout to evaluate how they can slow him down. He's lighting them up from beyond the arc.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Armstrong with it. Now guarded by Price. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 42 in the game. Michael Jordan has had such great success, Mike, against this Cleveland franchise, hasn't he?
The shot last year on this floor, 54 points opening night in Chicago. MJ loves playing the Cavs.
He does it. Doherty the pass to Elo. 6 to shoot. Off target with his three.
You know, he's taking shot after shot after shot, but still can't break out of this cold streak.
At this point, it's all mental. He's in his own head, not letting the shots come naturally.
For Chicago, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Armstrong against Price. It's tipped, and they get it back. They retain possession. Elo. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That's normally one of his spots. And it was a quality look. Shame to see it go to waste.
Difficult jumper to the top of the key. Reminiscent.
Cavs shocking the NBA with a huge trade back in November, trading their leading scorer, one of the best two guards in the league, Ron Harper, and a first-round pick to the Clippers, and got 2 young players back.
Lets it go from the wing. So Jordan now approaching the 54-point mark he posted against the Cavs earlier this season.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Price against Armstrong. No good from Price. Mike for the Cavs. The trade has been a catastrophe so far.
You lose Harper, who was averaging 22 a game. The 2 players you get back, one has already been cut. The other, playing pro ball in Italy. So you don't replace Harper's production at all.
Not at all. Price finds Williams. And it's Cartwright with the rebound. Cartwright's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jordan now just a single point shy of hitting his 54-point masterpiece against the Cavs earlier this year. Coach, a tough stretch for this offense.
I'd say they need to get back to what they do best. Right now, that's a question mark.
A big question mark. Ball's knocked loose. And that one's good. Elo. Elo's got his first points of the night.
The first-year head coach of the Bulls, 44-year-old Phil Jackson. The last 2 seasons, Jackson was an assistant under former Bulls coach Doug Collins. And while Jackson was a head coach in Puerto Rico, this is Phil's first NBA head coaching job.
Here he goes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, Mark Price, a superb passer. Excellent at finding teammates when they're wide open.
Here's Jordan. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Back to Price from downtown. And Pippen pulls it down. Taken away by Williams. Off the left rim and out.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
And here's Jordan outside. Michael Jordan rising to career levels for the first time since 1987. 61 points. Tipped away. Fires from deep. And it is good. The buzzer. Wow.
They already had the momentum going to the break. Now they've got even more of it.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls able to put on a show for the ages. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. All right, here we go. The second half start from Northeast Ohio with Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and D.A. This is Kevin Harlan. It's the Cavs and Bulls, a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff picture. So the Bulls, Michael Jordan, now at 67 points, has now set this building's scoring record. Absolutely outstanding. Thus far, another monster game for Michael Jordan against Cleveland. You know, Mike, he just owns the Cavaliers, doesn't he?
Well, the newspaper editor didn't do Cleveland any favors by running that article. Jordan making a point tonight, no one can guard me.
Very clear. And they double up Jordan. This one for three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He's out ahead of the pack on both sides with his scoring, so playing with a lot of intensity and refusing to be denied.
With the ball, now guarded by Price. And then Jordan slams it in.
Got his hands in the passing lane that time. Paxson creating scoring opportunities many different ways.
And so Price will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now here's Bennett. He's tightly guarded. And Grant sends it back. And looking at Cleveland's three-point numbers, Clark, they're down compared to what they normally do.
Well, you know, it was a point of emphasis and focus for Phil Jackson and his staff. I mean, the Cavs offense is centered around, predicated on knocking down threes. So Chicago clearly looking to disrupt that.
And again, Chicago running the court in transition. Oh, and Jordan.
How do you expand the lead? Increase it. It takes good play on both ends.
Yeah, it's not just about buckets, not just about stops. You need both.
Elo outside. Here's Nance. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And to me, they appear desperate to stop this cold streak right now. So far,
The frustration is mounting, and because of this, their offense has been sputtering.
Nice passes to Bennett. Paxson against Price. And the rejection by Pippen.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
Jordan way outside. The Bulls keep it alive. Paxson kicks to Pippen. Grant the pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup.
It is great to see Brad Daugherty out there. Earlier in the season, Brad had ankle surgery, and he still isn't up to 100%. If Cleveland wants to make the playoffs, they need Daugherty healthy.
He takes it in, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And the team-first attitude of Cartwright, wanting to get it to his open guys.
Looking to stem the tide, Mike.
Somehow, anyhow, trying to stop this run.
Now, here's Bennett, guarded by Pippen. Daugherty outside. Out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls' ball. And the great Brad Daugherty, an all-star the previous 2 seasons for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's the #1 overall pick back in 1986, and he certainly has lived up to the billing of being a franchise center. He's a double-double machine, highly efficient, very skilled, and still working his way level.
Clark, you were a double-double machine, about 19 points a game, and just a hair under 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I found my way into that category the short time that I played, Kevin.
Williams, he's checked in for Brad Daugherty. Here's Nance. Rebound by the Bulls. Grant's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Look, Cavs have been a bit disappointing this season, sitting at 32 and 36 right now. Remember, last year they won 57 games, the second most in the NBA, won an incredible 37-4 in this building. Things have been a little off this year, to say the least.
And finished off by Brown.
That's a heads-up play by Kerr, finding the open man and getting him the ball on time and on target. Well done.
And 3 from Jordan. It's deflected. Nance outside. Kicks to Kerr. And the layup's good off the glass. And Cleveland just a few levels below last year. Coach, why is that?
The Ron Harper trade has been a disaster. That's 18-5-5 you lose from Harper. Brad Daugherty's ankle injury has really hurt this team. They need to come together quick to make the playoffs.
Real quick. And he buries that one, drilling.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Tell you what, you look at the rebounding discrepancy in this one, and it's obvious they made a concerted effort to dominate the glass.
Yeah, they've been the more determined team, and it shows on the scoreboard.
P.J. Armstrong's checked in for Paxson. And the dunk by Jordan. Mike Fratello, this Cavs-Bulls matchup, it has really turned into a terrific rivalry.
In the playoffs, division rivals play each other 6 times during the regular season, so they see each other a ton.
Very good point. And the dunk by Jordan.
Clever feed by Armstrong, reading the floor and finding the right guy to send the ball to.
Well, Coach, you look at all the turnovers. What a way to drive your coach crazy. I know it would drive you crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, players can't execute it.
Jordan finds Pippen.
They're starting to idle down and settle in. Much better shot selection this half.
Yeah, they're showing great patience at the offensive end.
Brown against Grant. Knocked loose. Down low. Here's Elo. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist. Elo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Brown with it. Now guarded by Jordan. Here's Elo. Rebound, Grant. Grant's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Jordan, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. And he can't get the first one.
Line for the Bulls. Michael Jordan at the line for.
And he's good on the second. Kerr outside. No good on the 3. And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. All right, we've made it to the 4th quarter. Kevin, Mike, Clark, and D.A. with you. Yet another matchup between the Cavs and the Bulls. These two know each other so well.
Well, when you talk about Craig Elo, what a story this guy is. Was cut from the NBA, playing in a minor professional league, got a 10-day contract with Cleveland 3 years ago to replace Mark Price, who had appendicitis. Elo has stuck since then in the league.
Hardy is out there with Kerr. Then there's Bennett. Then there's Rollins. And it's Nance in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Shot by Bennett, no good. And here are the Bulls now. And for Elo, making it in the NBA, Clark, he just got rewarded.
And really cool to see. I mean, recently signing a new big contract. He's a fantastic 3-point shooter, and he's one of the better defenders at the 2-guard spot in the league. And he's got a really good work ethic and sets a great example for his teammates.
Well said.
And he's trying to carry this offense, but he can't do it alone. His guys need to help him.
Well, we've been tracking the scoring of Michael Jordan.
Michael
And
Jordan.
Coach, no surprise.
65.
He has been dynamite.
Did they have to run that story today about Elo guarding Jordan? The article poked the bear, as if Jordan needed anything else to motivate him.
Isn't that the truth? My goodness. He gets it in
Michael
there.
Jordan.
Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, given their lead, wasn't sure if they'd come out with energy in this third quarter, but there's the answer for you right there.
This is what the great ones do, not allowing the opposition to gain any hope in a comeback.
And the shot is good.
Michael
As they
Jordan.
keep expanding this lead, keep feeding him the ball.
He's having a great shooting night, so yeah, I'd say getting him the rock is a great game plan.
Paxson with the steal. And the dunk by
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan.
The turnover leading to a bucket going the other way.
And give them credit. Pressure defense set the table.
Now, here's Hardy. Clark, the Bulls have done a great job against the Cavs' three-point shooting game. Nice D from Chicago.
Well, I think it starts with Michael Jordan. I mean, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year. Plus, you had Scottie Pippen, excellent defensively in his own right. And that duo can turn your water off with their perimeter defense.
Yes, they can. Brown is checked in for the Cavaliers. With the teardrop, it's rebounded by Paxson, and the Bulls with possession. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run.
Michael
Boy,
Jordan.
are they locked in on offense, knocking down every shot right now.
And the other team has to step it up on defense. No excuse letting them torch you like this.
Knocks it loose. Hardy passes to Bennett. Goes back up. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Side, Davis. Now the pass to Paxson. It's stolen by Kerr.
Looking forward to the playoffs. We know the Bulls will be there. They're jockeying for position. Chicago has been knocked out by the bad boys the last 2 seasons.
Jordan with it. Picked up by Brown.
Michael Jordan.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Charles Davis.
Turning defense into emphatic offense.
And Clark, we might see a timeout coming up here.
For sure.
Yeah, that is the definition of a momentum play. His team is fired up right now.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Keeping an eye on what's going on. That's how Bennett finds a teammate with a better shot.
Well, for the Bulls in the playoffs, Clark, what do they need to do to get to the final?
Michael Jordan.
Kevin, I think they've got to toughen up. Become more aggressive, more physical, especially if they want to beat Detroit. You've got to be willing to take a beating and give one out. They need more from Scottie Pippen, too. He only averaged 9 points a game in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
That's right.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
And stolen by Jordan. And he can't bank that one in.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Hardy. Guarded by Paxson. Hardy, no good. Jordan against Kerr. From 11 feet away, the shot's good from Jordan.
Showing just how dominant he can be. He's just carrying this offense right now.
Ball's knocked loose. And here's Cleveland. Here's Hardy. Here's Brown. King with the block.
Great D from King. That's his role on this squad.
Jordan dishes to Davis. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist.
Michael
Davis has
Jordan.
got his first basket of the night. And right now, they're just trying to figure out how to snap out of this funk.
Yeah, you know, this is when you really need your leaders to step up and turn up the heat and take over.
Pass to Kerr. And here's Hardy. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Rollins. That shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Jordan with the... Oh, my!
Wow! They've turned it up a notch here during this home stretch.
Yeah, saving their best basketball for when it mattered the most. That's how you secure a win.
To the paint. Here's Rollins. Here's Brown. King with the block. Here's Jordan. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
From
The big man,
Will
Purdue,
Purdue.
possesses a good feel for when to give it up.
Pass to Bennett. A floater, and they're able to recover. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's Jordan with the drive.
Michael Jordan.
And then slammed in by Jordan.
He added some style to that one. I think he should get some bonus points for that.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely making a show of it.
When you get the chance for a jam like that, you have to take it.
Here's Kerr. Banked in off the glass.
Nice job finishing inside. Kerr proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
Off the inbound pass. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Incredible dunker.
Clark, he makes it look so effortless.
Smooth and easy.
Ooh.
At this point, you aren't surprised by anything he does. He's
That's
this
the end of the
talented.
game.
And the Bulls with another win over Cleveland.
Thank you to
Coach
everyone
Chicago
for
is 4-0 against the Cavs this season.
They've got one more meeting in 2 weeks to finish the season series. But guys, this is total domination by Chicago.
And Clark, tonight, a Bulls win and a brutal loss for the Cavs in this playoff race.
Definitely, Kevin. I mean, they're a full game out now. Still, Cleveland does have 13 games left, and the Bulls, they solidified their spot as the 2 seed.
It appears they have. For our reporter, David Aldridge, along with